Hey, everybody. I'm going to do a quick live here. Let's see if more people come in here. They did, I saw on the Law and Crime Network, they did release the body cam footage from the police. Hey, Shama. Hey, Punkette. From the arrest yesterday with Casey and Vicky. I will warn up front, it is kind of, hey, Stephanie, difficult to watch. But I thought maybe we could watch it together and see what y'all thought. Hey, so done with it. So I am going to actually share the screen, and then I'll probably have to edit this out afterwards, obviously, to take away the video. Hey, Sandy, but again, I just wanted to warn you, the video footage, it is kind of hard to watch. You don't see anything in particular, but you definitely know, what is there. So I am going to share my screen here. It's about 7 minutes long, so. Hey, Tia. All right, y'all. Hey, Mandy C. Hey, Kelly. So just a quick, again, disclaimer. This is a difficult video to watch. Hey, Boston. Thanks, Mandy C. Thank you, Mandy C. I won't. But nonetheless, we are going to watch it together and kind of discuss. There's been a couple other things that developed, but, I thank you, Mandy C. But I'm interested to know some of your thoughts in the beginning of this video, but let's watch it first together and see what here. That's pretty wild, Veronica. You're welcome, Sherry. So if you can see, he's on the ground right now. He was driving. Hey, Turtle Gum. Look how tall he is, y'all. Take note. I guess I didn't put it into perspective until I saw this. Yeah, this is when they arrested him yesterday. Yeah, I know, Giggles, right? He's huge. You don't realize it. Exactly, so done with it. Well, I mean, the sheriff today said he's shown no remorse.
Straight in? Yeah. Take right. Oh, he's right here.
I like Turtle too, Mandy C. A lot, actually.
Right here, right here, right here.
Oh, said there's my wife.
Hey, we need to clear some of this shit out of the way so we can get out of here.
Okay. He is. Oh.
He shot himself.
Davis, you good? You need anything? You need anything?
No, she's good.
Okay.
She's still got it in her hand.
He did, Sandy.
Got the gun in her hand?
Yeah, she's got a gun.
All right, watch it.
Hey, Gen X.
Hey. Let's go ahead and pop. Let's go ahead and pop this front windshield
She's
here.
got the gun in her hand.
Oh. So you can see she's trapped in the passenger seat. Thanks, Veronica.
Oh,
Hey, Gen X.
Yeah.
yes, still breathing.
Yep. She was still breathing. You could hear him say that.
Need any life, bud?
What, Tia? I'm interested.
Yep. Fingers still on the trigger.
Fingers still in the trigger. Interesting.
Where's he? Anybody got a hooligan?
That's true, Tia.
Maybe.
I know, Turtle Gum. Oh yeah, he's guilty.
William took on scene.
Yeah, Tia, that's interesting.
With you. What's your unit call?
You're good. They're transfer there, kid.
Okay.
Hey, Kurt. You got a Halligan? Yeah. Bring that Halligan. We need. We're gonna start working on this.
Hey, Savannah. Yeah, thanks, Mandy C. It's really bothered me, the whole situation.
I got glasses. What do you expect?
Okay. Nobody. Yeah. Okay. So listen. Break that front. Break that front. That's got laminate in it. So it's not going to break. Okay. Yeah. We need to cut that front window.
Hey, Laura Lulu. It does get to be pretty intense, y'all.
Or if we can break this sunroof here, brother, get in there. Yeah. Hey, come here. Let me see. We've got that housing right here. Want to try to break this sunroof here too?
Laura, it is Vicky White, her finger. He's
Well, I
already
think
out.
We're gonna get the gun. It'd probably be easier. See if it'll open.
Good idea. You got cover?
Yeah.
No, I
It's
get
opening.
it. Tia.
It's opening.
Yeah, Gen X, please. This part, guys, just
Yeah. You got me? I'm gonna go for the gun first. Okay, I'm gonna go for the gun. All right. I'm gonna grab it. Let me a little bit. All right, pull me out. All right, I got it. All right. Scene safe. Hear me pull it out? Yeah. Somebody pull me. Ready?
I don't know, Laura. There's still some.
Hey, go get cleaned up. Go here. Hold on.
Oh, well, can somebody kind of hook me up real fast?
He needs to get cleaned up, dude. He'll blow it all over. Here, hold on. Hey, go to Dan and Cabby wipes on you, man.
So, wow. So that's the body cam footage that was. Whoops. So that was the testimony that was released, I guess, tonight. It's very difficult to watch. It's very difficult to watch. So I wanted to make sure I put a trigger warning, and shout out to Law and True Crime Network, who was able to, yeah, get that footage. I will say that, some interesting things. I don't know, there's some things that about it that I felt was weird, the finger on the trigger, but I can't determine whether or not that was normal. I've never, obviously. Um it Yeah, essay, but I think yeah, at this point I think it was get her out. She was breathing, so it was get her out any way you could just to try to save her life. I do think that if you hear fighting, I apologize. It's bedtime and my kids are at it. Um, I think that, well, this proves that he definitely was driving because they got her out of the passenger seat. Is it okay? So done with it. I wasn't sure. Uh, Detective Turtlegum. I'm gonna put it in the description, but that was off of the Law and Crime Network. It's like in a million sub channel that just had it out, and I happened to just catch it released. So it was interesting to hear him call, yeah, Punkette, I think so too. Um, Interesting to see him call her wife, his wife. I wish I could hear what he was saying as they were taking him away because he was obviously saying more things than just he is, she's my wife or whatever. But it was just really sad to watch her, them try to get her out and stuff. Um, I just think I don't know. It is a tragic situation. A couple things were. Are you sure, Stephanie? Oh, she was driving? Okay, so I'm just looking at it at the wrong angle, I think. So she was driving. All right. They've got them both. Okay, that makes sense. So they actually got them both out of the passenger seat. They just okay, that makes sense. She had a loaded gun. All right. And they did kind of factor up the cash, because that was a question for them as well. Why did they only have 26,000? It did say that she actually bought the truck for 6,000. So that wasn't stolen. The Cadillac did come up as stolen. Um, so it's pretty crazy. I'm not sure if you guys saw the news that they did pay somebody to check into the hotel, and for them a bystander, um they paid him a few $100 to check into the hotel for them. He was able to climb and move, and yeah, yeah, that makes sense, Stephanie. um so I did read, because I said, is there any laws that were, is this guy going to go to jail? And it said no, that like that wasn't against the law. The interesting part is the guy, well, oh, a homeless man so done with it. That makes a lot of sense because they said this guy is now staying in the room because he has another week with it. So that makes sense if he was a homeless man. Yeah, Veronica, it's terrible. Um, has anybody heard where the self inflicted wound was at all? And do you guys think that she I did hear that, Tia. He could potentially be charged and responsible for her death. I did hear that part. That is pretty nuts. That's what I thought too, Tia. Yes, Turtle Gum. Okay, Ruby, thank you. She owes 70. She owed money on the house? Oh, okay. I didn't know that. Yeah, Punkette, they said that they weren't gonna. I've heard reports of them, people that are convinced that it was him, but then I've also heard reports of sheriffs saying that they aren't going to they they just want to wait till the autopsy because they're not sure that, I don't know, there's still question of who it was. I don't know, what do you guys think? Him or her? You think it was self-inflicted or he did it? Because it or did she my other thought was, did he tell her to do it? Because I still am having a hard time to figure out why she called 911 to tell them that. Wow, so done with it. Yeah, Mandy, see? Okay, I was actually gonna ask you, Mandy, and I didn't wanna be rude, but I was gonna ask you if you've seen, you know, some of this type of stuff. Okay. Yeah, Savannah, I don't and that's possible. That part of it's possible. Yes, I will, Mandy. See, tomorrow I'm planning on it. The only thing I ask, I would love for you to share your, I think you could be beneficial to this. I'm trying to say it without being rude, Mandy. I'm not being rude. I just think, yes, thank you, Andy. I think you could be um helpful. So I'm gonna do that tomorrow. Uh, I think it was yeah. S- I'm still trying to figure out why she called 911. I'm thinking to buy time. I really don't know. It's just a weird. It's very weird. The the part that the sheriff saying he has shown absolutely no remorse for his so-called wife, as they put in quotes, kind of just shows me what I need to know in my mind. Okay, great, Mandy. See, yeah, more just, what is it like? Is this the manipulation and stuff? That's what a lot of people are wondering. So I think it'd be very helpful to, get it from somebody's perspective that's dealt with it. She did it. He told officers today they were planning. Yeah. Oh. Oh, Stephanie. Interesting. I mean, I get like being a man. First of all, he's massive. Can we just talk about that? And like I know that oh, so he wouldn't. Yeah, Savannah. I mean, because to show no remorse after just going through that. Ah, okay, Mandy C. Got it. Yeah, it's nuts. It's just nuts. I don't know how else to put it. Um, yeah. The interesting part is May 3rd is when they came into Evansville, Indiana was May 3rd. April 29th is when they ditched the car. So I'm curious to what they did between April 29th and May 3rd. Like, where were they? Were they just, thanks, Veronica? Oh my gosh, Mandy. Were they just chilling out in a car somewhere? That part will be interesting. Or were they, in the woods somewhere? They had to have been somewhere. So I think that will be pretty wild. And it is Motel 41. It used to be a Motel 6. The Motel 41, I crazily enough, yeah, I mean, I'm sure you've all seen it. It is Hey Rebellious Rose, like a stone's throw, they said, away from the sheriff's office. Exactly, giggles. Yep. Yep, exactly, Mandy C. I mean, she was there 17 years and he was with her, for 2 years. And she, this was not his first relationship. There were some teens here who broke in a house to rob it. The owner woke up and shot and killed. Wow, so done with it. Yes, Tia, you're right. Yep. Yeah, I think at that point they kind of realized we are in, we're in deep. Agree. Okay, Mandy. Yeah, I get I could see that. So basically, I think it was that she picked him up, must be, and then that's when the chase. I don't think they got very far at all. But I am curious to know where they, where they were those. those days. So Tia brought up a good point though, y'all. I mean, he didn't have any blood on him, which is weird. Told him if it didn't end that way, it did. It would have been a shootout. Yeah. I even thought, well, maybe he did it before, but no, she was on the phone with 911. I mean, I think she knew from the beginning if they got caught what she was going to do. Oh, yes, Mandy. See, I've always wanted to hear that. Really, Giggles. Which is funny because they were at the car wash to clean out the evidence. Wow. It's it said that they were there for they were going to be there for 14 days to lay low and decide what their next plan was. So as much as it might have seemed like it was planned out well, I guess it really wasn't in the end. Wow, Mandy, see, we've got to definitely hear that story. That's crazy. I'm, s- I'm just very curious of what he's going to say. I'm very curious at how these. Yep, she did, Izzy girl. Very curious to see how what these autopsy results show. Um, but I am convinced after what I heard tonight that he doesn't watch the videotape. Oh, that's out too, Giggles? Okay. Um, it says he was fairly candid with the investigators last night, and they had a fairly lengthy interview. I know, right? Wow, Mandy C. Exactly, Tia, because they still they went through a lot of money. No, I don't doubt it, Mandy. I'm just reading this here. Um, wow. Wyatt had only wow. It's kind of crazy after all of that, that a ditch really caused everything to keep it from being a really tragic situation. So Vicky, it said Vicky, okay, thank you, Giggles. Vicky tried to originally get the room, but did not have any identification, so the two of them left. And that's when they paid the homeless guy too. Yeah, MJ's life, definitely go back and watch this because it has the body cam footage. Car she picked him up. Yep. Yep. No, T, I'm definitely gonna do that tomorrow. She has, yeah, definitely a lot of knowledge. She's talked about it a little bit before, but um we gotta, hear some of her stories on Red and everything. It looks like she was going through wigs, but um that's pretty much all of the new info I have out. I did want to watch the body cam footage with y'all. I did post it on my community post. As hard as it is to watch, it is still, it kind of gives you a better understanding for what went down. Yeah, Sandy, they did pay for the truck. They paid $6,000 for the truck, but the Cadillac did come up stolen. I would imagine that we're going to hear from the truck owner here in a few days or at some point. Have they said what all they have not, Rebellious. Actually, I believe, well, no, it couldn't have been really cleaned out. I have not heard that they have found anything in the hotel room. other than the man that originally booked that for them, is staying in there for the next week. So, and they did say the preliminary autopsy results should be out within the next couple of days, but obviously they've got to go. They did not find any drugs at all, which was actually kind of surprising. And people were surprised that she was Sandy. I heard that as well. I think they were. People were surprised that she was driving, but not but I don't. I mean, that doesn't. It makes sense because I mean, she was like picking him up or something. I don't know, but maybe she was a better driver. Who knows? Unless he was planning to do a shootout during the chase, and so she drove. It's just all nuts. It's just all crazy. But sorry I keep going live, y'all. I'm just really like this case really has me intrigued because I think there's such a dynamic to every part of this case. Um, and he makes me really sick because he cares about nobody but himself. And um, I just think it's a really tragic situation. So I'm just chose this to be kind of the case that we do some following of right now because I think there's going to be a lot of updates and craziness. If for that long, he probably isn't a great. True, sweet Melissa, that's true. Well, Tia, look up. I mean, your input, all of you input, like you guys have helped me so much because I don't know everything, I don't hear everything. So, so done with it. All of you guys have helped so much to really just kind of, in my mind, this is how true crime works: is we dialogue it and we learn together. We talk through cases. At least that's what my passion is as far as true crime is that we do it together. I don't want to sit here and just talk about it, talk to you guys, like I talk a lot, obviously. But we are definitely, so we're going to do the open panel tomorrow. Mandy's going to give a perspective on what it's like in there with prisoners and guards and maybe kind of what was some of the psychology of what was going on there. But, oh, well, thanks, MJ's life. And I know everybody's following the Depp case. I don't know. This is crazy. But all right, y'all. So I'm gonna get off of here for now and go tie my kids to the bed. Just kidding. Just kidding. But and I will see y'all tomorrow and email me if you get any big updates and I'll get with Mandy and we can see what time. But I definitely think getting her perspective on some of this will be very helpful. All right, y'all. Have a great night. Bye.